All right, guys, so let's talk about creating content that attracts leads. If you've ever felt like what you are posting is not getting enough engagement or not attracting any newcomers to your page, you are not alone. We've had members come to us and say, I'm using the content you put out for us, but I'm not seeing much difference in my engagements. Our first response to this is always, well, are you just posting the content as it is, or are you personalizing it and using your own images? Most of the time, the answer is that they are not, or they're barely using their own images. So here's the thing, you cannot expect to see huge results from just setting up graphics to post for you. The only benefit of using a service that posts generic graphics to social media for you is that it may help to keep you top of mind for your current followers and show that you are active. But does it attract new people to follow you? Or does it set you apart from other agents? Or is it providing any value to anyone? Or is it just posting just to post and just to keep your account active? So the thing is, if you want to really generate leads on social media, you're going to have to put a little bit of work in to understand what works for your target audience, and then you're going to have to put in some effort to make it happen. But the good news is that you have a marketing toolkit full of the templates, tools, content ideas, and resources to save you hours. Plus, I'm about to show you a really simple process that we use that can actually save you a ton of time on your social media strategy and can help you create your content in as little as an hour. So here's our 5-step process for creating lead attracting content. For this section, make sure you've pulled up your content creation workbook so you can follow along. So first, let's talk about establishing your content pillars. So content pillars are the specific topic of what you post on your social media. Establishing your content pillars gives you a system for your content creation. So as an example, our content pillars at Coffee and Contracts are marketing ideas, Canva hacks, agent features, Instagram growth tips, real estate humor, and branding tips. So on your worksheet, you'll see that we have a list of content pillars and some blank lines for you to add in your own. The content pillars that are already listed are the content pillars that we provide in our membership. So we recommend selecting most of these and then adding a few of your own content pillars based on your interests, your hobbies, or your niche. This is where you can really get creative and make the content very unique to you. Next, you're gonna assign days of the week to your content pillars. This was such a game changer for our content creation strategy. It makes it so simple to brainstorm content and fill up a content calendar quickly. There are also some benefits of putting out certain types of content depending on what your target audience is up to on that day of the week. So for example, on Mondays, we used to post motivational quotes because everyone needs a little bit of motivation on a Monday. People are more likely to buy things and engage with more educational posts later in the week. Now, obviously there are 7 days in a week, but we don't recommend filling in all of the days. You deserve to take a break from posting on your social media. Just remember that quality is greater than quantity. So we actually only fill up around 3 to 4 of the days for our content strategy right now. So here's an example I created as if I was a real estate agent. You'll notice that I only did 5 days of the week, giving myself a break from posting on the weekends. Now you can post stories and just show us what you're up to on the weekends, but you don't necessarily need to post anything. You don't need to post every day. So I did personal and or inspirational on Mondays. So it's important to note that you can combine content pillars that are similar and use those on the same day too. Tuesday is for seller tips, budget tips on Wednesdays, which this is this agent's niche and special interests. So this potential agent that I'm making up in my head, loves to budget with her family. She loves to help her clients with their budget. She loves to share budget-friendly DIY projects and show any great sales going on. So this is kind of her niche. This is her thing. So she's gonna post about that on Wednesdays. It's so important to think about something like this that makes your content unique. So anything that's like a special interest to you, a hobby, something that you enjoy, that should be a part of your brand too. So think about something that you already are doing, something that you enjoy to do or share with your audience already, and that could be a great idea for one of your content pillars. Thursday is for home tips, and we'll finish on Friday with local tips just in time for people to make their weekend plans. Now, here's another fun tip. A lot of people really like to keep their Instagram feed cohesive. So a lot of people like to alternate between graphics and images or have a specific pattern going along on their Instagram feed. So by planning out which types of posts you're gonna do on certain days, you can actually plan out the way your Instagram feed is gonna look. For my example, for this agent, they post an image on Monday, a graphic that's also a carousel post, which is a post that you swipe through the slides on Tuesdays, a reel with an image as the cover photo on Wednesdays, an image on Thursday, and a graphic on Friday. So this gives them this pattern look where there's graphics in the middle and images on the side. So I know a lot of people like to do that. Some people don't care. I used to do this and now I just post whatever, whenever. So it's totally up to you, but if this is something that you prioritize, then this is a great way to plan that out. So next, it's time to brainstorm the content. So now when you go to create content, you can look at these buckets and create content to fit into each. It will save you so much time brainstorming, keep you organized, and ensure that you're not just posting random content that doesn't align with your ideal client. So here's a few tips for brainstorming content. First, look at your Instagram insights to see what types of posts are performing best on your page. I like to look at the post interactions in the past year to see the posts that got the most interactions from our audience. You'll see instructions for finding this on your Instagram account below here. Next, pull up Coffee and Contract's new content section for the month and see if there's anything in particular you want to use this month, like a reel template or trending reels, a video script, etc. Open the social media post page and drop down to locate your content pillar and search for content to use. Pull up the post in Canva to save it in your Canva account to customize later. And you can also copy and paste the caption in a Word document or in a note on Canva to easily access it. So here's an example of this. It makes it so easy to just drop any ideas you have underneath the date in the content pillar. An easy way to brainstorm is considering what questions you get asked the most, or create a story on your Instagram asking your audience to let you know their questions about a particular topic or what they'd like to see more of. So for this example, this agent could pull any motivational quote on that Monday the 1st from Coffee and Contracts. Then on the 2nd, they could go to the social media page and search keywords. So on that Tuesday the 2nd, they could go to the Coffee and Contracts social media page and search for any keywords for the first steps of selling. They could find a caption to use, a template to use, or pieces of each to repurpose into something all their own. So you'll see Wednesday, they're gonna post a reel and so on. So as this agent's getting ideas, they can just drop them in below each of those content pillars, and it fills up a month so quickly, and it makes your content so diverse each day. You're posting different types of content and you always know what's going to go out on that day. So now let's talk about actually creating the content. For best results, drop in images of yourself into our templates. This is why we provide the quarterly branding photo guide and photo suggestions. We'll talk more about branding photos in the next training video. This is an example of how Casey followed our photo suggestions from the content calendar and used her own image in the template. Alternatively, you can just skip the graphic altogether and use your own image. It looks so professional and clean to see a nice image paired with an engaging caption. Joey used the same template, but just used his branding photo with the caption. Another great idea to make your content unique is to search hashtags like interior photography, interior design, or even make it local to your area, and ask if you can use their image while giving them credit. Most of the time, they love the exposure, so they'll say yes, and it could also be a great way to connect with local interior designers or anyone in that field in your area. All right, so here's some additional content creation tips I wanted to show you guys. We recommend creating reels in bulk at the beginning of each month. It'll save you so much time throughout the month. So to do this, all you have to do is just record all your reels in one day, swap your closeout between the videos, and then save them to a folder on your phone or in your drafts. Next, we recommend downloading your stories in bulk. Open all of your Instagram stories from Coffee and Contracts by clicking Open Template and then opening them in Canva. Once they're all loaded into your account, you can customize them if you'd like on your computer, and then you can pull it up on your Canva app on your phone and download all of them directly to your phone. You can save them to a folder, or you can just go to the Canva app when you're ready to post and download your stories from there. So we give you guys 4 stories a month at least. so you have a story set for each week of the month. Next, scheduling your content. Spend an hour or two scheduling your content each month for the upcoming month, and you'll save yourself so much time throughout the month. It's like you have a social media manager, but it was really just yourself in the past. So we suggest using Facebook Creator Studio for this, which is 100% free. It's native to Instagram and Facebook, so the algorithm does like it when you use it. We also recommend Planoly, Plan, or Later, because these are also approved third-party apps from Instagram, but these do cost money, I believe. Next, I just wanted to go over what a strong social media post looks like real quick. So 1, you have aesthetically pleasing imagery and your face is in it. 2, it provides the audience with some sort of unique value. 3, it strikes up a conversation or it results in action. It asks a question, it says comment below, or it's something that people want to share to their story or save for later. You'll see that this post that we posted, we had 718 people save it for later. This is because this post was giving out free caption ideas, so a ton of people wanted to save it for later. So we got a ton of engagement on that post. And number 4, your post should keep your audience on your post for a little bit rather than just navigating away right away. So the different types of engagements are likes, comments, saves, and shares. And these are the types of posts that get those types of engagements. So you'll see for likes, it's gonna be people just showing their support for you by liking your photo, personal photos of you, closings, milestones, etc. Comments, those are gonna come when you're asking a question, asking for recommendations, or when people just really agree with what you're saying or they think it's really funny and they really wanna comment. Saves, this is gonna be what people wanna save for later, so tips, resources, or even like strong points that you're making or quotes that they want to hold on to and save for later. And shares. So this is always going to be quotes, funny posts or reels, news, market updates, those kind of things that people want to share with their audience as well.